our recap of episode 3 of Dancing with the Stars.
Oh boy, this was the second 2-hour show in a row.
But it was a lot of fun because it was Hometown Glory Part 2. This time it was all about the pros.
I really, really loved hearing about the pros' background.
Yeah.
Because you don't usually get to do that. It's all about the celebs.
We don't. And it's interesting because some of these pros are more famous than some of the celebrities, you know? So, like, we want to hear about the pros, too.
All right.
For sure.
They got right into it, and so will we. Hayes and Emma were up first with their quick step. Emma's from Tamworth, England.
And this dance was dedicated to her twin sister.
Her sister. Her little sister.
Twin sister.
Her twin sister. Are you going to be my girl? I think she will be because they did a great job.
I'm amazed by Hayes. It sounds crazy, but he's 15 years old, and I feel like he's really mature for his age.
He is so mature.
Dance-wise, I don't know.
Did you see him, like, hugging Emma and, like, having a great time with her and everything? How many 15-year-old guys would behave like that?
I'm not saying it in a pervy way. I meant, like, his dancing.
He's comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, he's comfortable. That dance was fresh.
It was.
It was a 23.
I mean, obviously it wasn't, like, technically perfect, but, like...
Of course not. It's week 2.
Okay, next up, Alex and Whitney.
From Utah.
There's going to be a lot of Utah on tonight's episode, I'll tell you that.
All right, they had a cha-cha that they had to complete to move on. This was the first trio that she did with Lindsay
the music,
and Jenna.
Yeah. Isn't that so cool that they all were, like, watching the show at, like, 10 years old together, and now they're all on it together? It's wild.
Well, this was a great routine, but you know what? She really took center stage on this one.
It was really hard to even focus on Alex.
Yeah.
Wait, his name is Carlos.
Carlos.
I thought that looked really weird.
His name is Carlos.
We couldn't even remember his name, damn it.
That's how bad it was.
But I have to agree, no. He needed to straighten his legs for this cha-cha, and I think that would have helped so it wouldn't be so squatty potty.
Yeah, it was a little squatty potty. All right, sorry, Alex / Carlos.
I'm so sorry. You got a 21.
Gary and Anna, they had a paso doble. That was the only paso doble of the night, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
She's from Russia.
Yeah, shout out to 1812 Overture. What up, Tchaikovsky?
Love that song, but this dance was horrific.
Oh, I love the music. I love the costumes. But, like, the dancing.
If they didn't have those costumes and the music, this would have been nothing. It was awful.
I mean, we all know, like, he's there for
entertainment.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they got a lot out of that practice package.
That 15 was generous. That should have been 4s. I'm sorry.
It was really rough.
That should have been 4s.
All right, next up, Andy and Allison.
Utah! Shocker. Heaven is a place on earth. That's what they danced to, and they did it contemporary. Because they had no shoes on.
Yeah, usually if they're not wearing shoes at the beginning, you just know.
This had a lot of nice, but also scary moments.
It had some really beautiful moments, and it was not an easy routine, that is for sure.
No.
Musicality definitely improved from last night, but Bruno was friggin' right, and they were just like, ugh, when he called out that lift, but come on, he was like you could see it on his face.
Yeah, he was about ready to dump her.
Yeah.
Or fall backwards onto his buttocks. All right, so they got a 23. Alexa and Mark.
Okay.
You know, Carlos's husband. Wife.
Oh my god!
Sorry, my brain is totally fried.
This is what happens when we have 2 nights back to back of the same show.
It's hard to focus.
Okay, Alexa and Mark, Rumba.
Dedicated to his parents. He grew up in England. He's English.
He's ballroom dance royalty.
He is, well, he's a descendant of ballroom dance royalty.
Corky and Shirley. Ah!
I love the two of them. They danced Somewhere in Time, which was one of his parents' last dance while they were still married.
They even had one of Shirley's signature moves in there.
I just got to say, tuck yo butt, Alexa.
Yeah, her butt was sticking out, and that was really messing with her hip action throughout the whole thing.
He had to physically move her hips.
I mean, that was part of the choreography, but she was also supposed to do it by herself.
Part of the choreography because she couldn't do it herself.
But it
was really beautiful,
again,
though.
beautiful moments.
Beautiful.
The signature move. Love it.
Love the signature
Love it.
move. 22. I'm a little surprised by that.
Mark was pissed. You
I
could
don't
see it on
blame
his
him.
face.
I don't blame him. Paula and Louie. He's from Amsterdam.
He moved to New York because he wanted to be on Broadway.
But he ended up teaching ballroom. So he taught Karina, Tony, Max, Val, and I'm sure many others.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool. You know, I love that.
And he seems like a really great guy. You know?
Great teacher.
Yeah, exactly. So
they had a tango tonight.
there was lots of walking and posing. It was like boop, boop, boop,
Yeah.
pose.
And I know I mean, obviously there's a lot of like sharp poses in tango, but I mean, the pauses in between were like, now wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Ugh.
Nice. It's like you're at the chiropractor.
Yeah.
That was an 18.
666.
Oh.
Okay.
Bindi and Derek. Guess where he's from?
Utah!
He was bullied. Ugh, I guess, you know, I can see him being
a-
bullied, being a dancer.
Yeah, which is so stupid. People need to get over themselves.
Which is kind of cool that he moved to England because I'm sure they really appreciated him there.
Well, yeah.
So that was good for him. They danced a waltz to Only a Man. It was a freaking contemporary waltz.
It was. There was a lot of
contemporary signature moves in there.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it was
the
gorgeous, beautiful, all the above, but I would have liked to have seen a little bit more waltz.
Yeah.
Because she's capable of it.
Carrie Ann, of course, had to ruin it. It needed her to just fly around, and Carrie was like, oh, there was a left. There was a left in there. You suck. There's a left. You couldn't just let it go because they just got, like, carried away in the moment.
Well, she gave them a 7.
WTF. How did they end up with a 23? That was, like, one of the best dances of the night.
Yeah. All right, next up. Kim and Tony.
He's from Kosovo. War torn.
Yeah.
Aren't they still having problems over there? I don't know, but he got the F out of there and came to the United States, which was probably the
United
best.
States.
Yeah, Schmidensha Schliffen. It's probably the best thing that could have happened for him. They did a foxtrot. Better than expected.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Kim has a lot of potential, and they haven't really tapped into that yet.
I think she just needs to stop thinking.
She needs to let loose a little bit, I feel like.
Which was beautiful.
Like, I never would have expected that I'd be saying that about Kim.
I know. She seems...
Because she's all like, don't be tardy for the party.
Yeah.
But...
She needs to loosen up dance-wise. But this was beautiful, and
they got an 18. I thought that was a little bit harsh.
I thought so, too.
I don't think the judges like her very much.
I don't think so, either. I don't know what she did to them, but that was no 18.
No.
All right, Alec and Lindsay. Guess where she's from? Do you know?
Is it Utah?
Oh, yes, it is.
Wow. All right, so she was talking about how she had this all-American upbringing. So they danced to American Girl, Quick Step.
Nice.
I really liked it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
He is the total underdog that, like...
Dark horse.
Yeah.
Nay.
Are you ready for...
Yeah.
Yeah. This was great.
There was a lot of content in there, a lot of quick step content, and I thought he handled it well. They said that he had a couple missteps, but he must have covered it up really well because...
Yeah, I really didn't see them.
Yeah.
22. Nice. Victor and Karina.
They had a rumba.
Dirty. She's from Ukraine. I'm sorry. It was like...
The height difference is a huge...
It is huge.
...hindrance for them.
It is.
Especially in a dance like the rumba.
Girl on Fire. It was lovely. The choreography was lovely, but I just...
Karina's on fire.
see her take out the cameraman in the little commercial lead out?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It was insane.
It's difficult to watch, but it was beautiful.
What? Okay. I think this was probably his best dance so far.
Yes, 20.
Okay.
All right, Nick and Sharna. She's from Australia. She wasn't faking that accent.
Did you think she was?
No.
I didn't think so either.
All right, so she dedicated this to her dad and her grandma because they are both on dialysis, which absolutely sucks.
So they can't come to the U.S. to see her perform.
No.
It's a bummer.
It is a huge bummer. So they had a foxtrot. She had a lot of nice choreography.
She's a great choreographer.
She is. She does a lot of choreography for the troupe, too. But his frame needs a little bit of work.
Frame could use a little work, keep that chin up, but I thought he did a great job overall.
24.
Especially for week 2.
24.
All right.
Closing out the performances was Tamar.
Tamar. I love Tamar.
She is a real jewel, let me just say.
Well, let's talk about Val first. He's from Ukraine also. And they had a Charleston this week.
I love a Charleston.
This is all about New York City for him, baby. He loves it.
She was hilarious because she was like, I ain't doing it your way.
Yeah, he was like, I'm going to show up and I'm going to answer the door and take my shirt off. She was like, no.
No, you're not.
No.
But they ended up doing it his way, even though she was
not quite.
Well, they switched up a little bit, but he still had no shirt on.
If she says no, that means no.
Yeah. This was really awesome, though. It kind of reminded me of The Great Gatsby.
Well, Charleston.
No, I know, but like it was a fresher version of the Charleston because it wasn't that whole...
Well, it had that New York vibe.
Yes, which was cool.
It was a lot of fun.
Fresh and fun.
Yes.
25 high score of the night.
Go Tamar!
Yeah, I really like Tamar. All right, so...
Let's talk about who's going this week. Or tonight. Because there was already one.
The bottom 2 was Gary and Anna. I have to wonder if they're actually the bottom 2 or not.
I almost feel like they're just putting them in the bottom 2 so that people will be like, oh man, gotta vote for them.
Yeah.
Because they want to keep him around.
Exactly.
He's gold.
Exactly. And obviously the couple who actually went home was Victor and Karina.
Yeah.
It was their time.
Okay.
All right, so Monday, oh my God!
It's a TV theme, and the guest judge is
Alfonso Ribeiro!
I love him.
Awesome. I could have demonstrated the whole Victor thing with this baby on a stick.
Put that down!
All right, guys, leave it in the comments what you thought, and until next week, much love.
Edit.